I'm going to begin by asking, when you first see the title to this movie or first receive the screenplay, I mean, it must have been quite an odd moment because my initial reaction was, I'm not quite sure about this.
Yeah.
So is this an instance of having so much faith in the filmmaker? Because this is about sort of establishing the right tone, which obviously Bird did so well.
Oh, good.
No, I mean, look, I definitely had that reaction when I first read the script. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I was worried about the tone. Like, it was great in the script, but the realization of that, I feel like Bird nailed it, but I didn't know until I saw it. I was a bit nervous before I saw it, and then I saw it, I was like, woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, and Seth Grahame-Smith's book was a bestseller, but I hadn't heard of it, so I was kind of very shocked by the title and confused. And then the script spoke for itself, though. It really was such a brilliant script. And as soon as I read it, I wanted to be a part of it.
And is that something that happens quite often when you watch a film and you're a bit and you're so reliant on, obviously, the editing process and the post-production? I mean, is that something that happens with almost every single project?
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
Totally. But this one in particular, for me, I didn't have any idea exactly how it would be pieced together.
Mate, so often it goes the wrong way. It's so nice when it goes the right way.
So when preparing for your roles, were you treating these characters as the kind of Jane Austen, Elizabeth and Jane Bennet roles, or were you treating them as the characters that live in this kind of surrealistic universe? I mean, how are you kind of approaching them?
Both ways, I think. I love Jane Austen, and so I revisited the book and reread it and wanted to really capture that spirit of Liz Bennet that's so loved. But then every day being on set surrounded by zombies in this post-apocalyptic world, that obviously changed and enhanced and made the character feel very different.
Yeah, I feel like it's those Austen characters, but it's just the circumstances that seem to bring out to like emphasize their traits, like Jane's burden of responsibility that she feels around her sisters is now like around their well-being as well and around their lives. You know, it's the same character, just in a different circumstance.
And I mean, there's a lot of zombie killing in this. Was it ever kind of awkward in the cafeteria, just wandering around thinking, I've killed half the people in this film?
Yeah, and also when we would be, especially in the Meriton Ball, the first fight, all the zombies most of them would be like stunt guys. Yeah. And we didn't have like that long to shoot, you know, like you have on a film set. Sometimes it could be really rushed. And I would be in the cafeteria thinking, I definitely accidentally punched you in the face. I definitely made you in the ribs. Sorry. Like.
Because I read you trod on someone's head by accident.
Yeah, I know, that's really bad. You shouldn't have. It's funny though.
And Lily, I mean, you must be pretty excited because obviously Baby Driver with Edgar Wright is one you've got coming up. And with Downton, War and Peace, and obviously this, I mean, you've been in a few kind of period kind of pieces of late. You must be quite looking forward to speaking in a more normal, modern dialogue and wearing kind of slightly more comfortable clothes.
Yeah, I can't wait. I literally can't wait.
So when does
I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm probably going to turn up on set and I'm supposed to be American
my
and
corset?
a waitress and I'm going to be like, hello, would you like a cup of tea?
But Benny, you've got the Neon Demon as well coming up. How do you fit into that particular story?
Oh Lord, in a very horrible way. I mean, it's one of those like films where I can't say anything about anything except, you know, my character is she's unlike anything I've played. She's pretty vile, actually, and she's obsessed with her appearance and will basically do anything she can to, you know, keep it.
Sounds amazing.
A vile character in a Nicholas Winding Refn film.
Yeah.
I would afford it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. Much appreciated.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,